the point of it is to make the community aware that, local families in our community, in our schools, in our workplace may be experiencing pediatric cancer. And so for them, it's kind of one of those things that are kept almost like a secret. People don't talk about it. People are uncomfortable discussing or thinking about cancer, especially related to children having cancer. And so it's an opportunity for people to talk about it, to become aware, to also think about what they can do and how they respond to families that are experiencing that. So, in checking in with families, allowing them to be open and honest about what that experience is like, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but to not pass it off as in, well, it'll get better. Or, I'm sure, down the road, things are just going to be, you're lucky that your child is being diagnosed and is being treated, and this is all things that kind of shut down that communication and don't allow families to really express, the fear, right? The fear of what may happen, the worry about loss. The worry about keeping your job and keeping your house and the rest of your family going, while also taking care of your child that has very unique needs at this point. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of fear about, am I being a good enough parent? Am I doing everything that I need to do? So letting them express that to people and to let them share that without judgment, without an expectation to put on a happy face, in the workplace or in your community. And it also provides an opportunity for the community to kind of step up and say, we are a community, we're here for each other. So even when the times are tough, we're here. And so what can we do? And kind of offering, that help, offering that, maybe it's to provide a positive environment for other siblings to get out and about and do normal activities. Maybe it's to, can I provide a food or a meal? Can I mow your grass or rake your leaves? It's those simple little things that really allow a family to stop stressing over the external and really focus in on having that quality time with their family. So that's what's most important.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest things is just showing up. Like, just show up and do it. Honestly, creating an option for them to say no. These families with what they're dealing with, you're creating an option for them to say no. And just show up, make the meal, drop it on their porch, mow the lawn, tell them that you're going to come grab their other kiddo and take them to go do something fun or something like that. And I think, another really important thing in talking about awareness and talking about things like that is things that you shouldn't, maybe even things that you shouldn't say, like telling somebody to get well soon. The reality is that unfortunately that may not happen. And so using this month is really important to show people how to talk to families that are facing pediatric cancer, how to talk to them, how to approach them, because they're just trying to do their everyday life. They don't want to be a burden to anybody. So often families don't want to be a burden to us. And so just showing up and being available and showing that you're ready no matter what for them is really, really important.
So beginning September 1st, because it is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, we have our Heart of Gold campaigns being kicked off in local high schools. So they will be doing amazing work there to raise awareness with their students at the schools. It's student driven. It's just very exciting to see that positive attitude and energy happening. We also have our Tutu program. So that's where individuals, local businesses, organizations can don one of our tutus, take a picture, post it on social media, and it really is taking a stand for childhood cancer awareness. And we post those just to continue to keep that lighthearted kind of awareness and to show that the community as a whole really is embracing our families in need. We also have our golf tournament coming up on September 8th. So that's a great opportunity to come out and enjoy hopefully the beautiful September weather and come play some holes of golf at Lee's Hill. And then we have our Stardust Ball, which is next year will be its 10th anniversary, Stardust Ball. And it is an opportunity to remember both families whose children have died from pediatric cancer, but also those who are in remission, those who are survivors, and just to know, to be with them as part of their journey. And it's a great opportunity to come out, learn about that, support that effort, and just, once again, it's all about raising awareness and raising programs and services for local families.
We can always use support. Our hope is to build just a group of people that have the ability and the desire to give monthly in whatever form or ability that they would be able to. And then we also have, you can give at our different events. You can give by coming to our events and by being a part of them. But just partnering with us financially is the way that we can make things happen, as well as volunteering your time, not just your financial resources, but also your resource of time, showing up and just finding ways that you can partner with us. And all of that can be done, as well as our events, at fgpinfo.org. Every other month we do freezer meals. So we create and pack the freezer meals, and then they get delivered to families. We also pack snack bags. We will have events that are happening quarterly for our families. Over the summer, we had school supplies and ice cream sundaes and crafts. And the kids had a great time just having a safe environment that they could come to, and one that they just got to have some enjoyment and a fun afternoon.
And that's what Fairy Godmother Project's always been about, is that it really is a community, wrapping around families in need. And that's something that this area, Fredericksburg, is just amazing for, is to take care of our own. And so we want them to know that they're part of our community, even if they're traveling up and down 95 to get to treatment and hospitalizations and all those appointments, that they're still a part of this community. So that's where, the support of local businesses and organizations and, our Adopt a Family program and our volunteers, they just let the family know they're not alone. It can feel very isolating, as you're doing that. We all learned that during COVID, right? Yeah. Of having to isolate to protect ourselves. Well, the families, are struggling with the same thing. How do I keep my family and my child safe, not exposed to other germs? And so that kind of shrinks the circle, and we're all about making them still feel that love and that warmth and that concern of the community that they're a part of.
Yeah.